I left because of what happened to Nina. Nina Fisher.
I'm so sorry, I'm not following you.
You don't remember her?
We have so many students, I wish I could remember them all by name.
Or maybe you remember Alexander Monroe, Al Monroe?
Oh, yes, of course I remember Alexander. Is he a friend of yours?
No. So do you remember the accusations made against Alexander Monroe? He took a girl, Nina Fisher, the one you don't remember, back to his room where he had sex with her repeatedly, with all of his friends watching, while she was too drunk to have any idea what was going on.
I don't...
She was covered in bruises the next day, handprints, you might say.
I'm so sorry, that is terrible. Was it reported?
Yes.
Who did Nina go to?
You.
Oh.
But you don't remember, so. You felt there wasn't sufficient evidence, you know, it was more of a he said, she said situation.
We get so many of these accusations, but I can assure you that I would have looked into it thoroughly at the time.
All of his friends were watching, laughing, they might have even joined in.
I understand it must be very hard, but if Nina was drinking, if she couldn't remember fully, it's a terribly complicated...
So she shouldn't have been drunk?
I don't know.
Sorry, Mrs. Walker, I just want to be clear.
None of us want to admit when we've made ourselves vulnerable. What would you have me do? Ruin a young man's life every time an accusation is made?
So you're happy to take the boy's word for it?
I have to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Of course you do.
Innocent until proven guilty. It has to be.
Can't argue with that.
I'm afraid not.
Thank you for your time.
I wish I could do more. Is your friend okay?
No. But Alexander Monroe's doing very, very well. He's getting married. So I guess you did the right thing.
You are not engaged, I hope.
No.
But you will be if he goes down properly on one knee?
Most likely. He's rich, richer than you even.
I understand queens of society can't get on without money, but it does sound odd coming from one of your mother's girls.
I always knew I would marry rich. Why should I be ashamed of that?
There is nothing to be ashamed of as long as you love him.
Well, I believe we have some power over who we love. It isn't just something that happens to a person.
I think the poets might disagree.
Well, I'm not a poet. I'm just a woman. And as a woman, there is no way for me to have my own money, not enough to earn a living or support my family. And even if I had any money, which I don't, it would belong to my husband the moment we got married. And if we had children, they would be his property. So don't sit there and tell me that marriage is not an economic proposition, because it is. It may not be for you, but it most certainly is for me. I'll be Fred. How do I look? Do I look all right?
You look beautiful. You are beautiful.